In a thought-provoking podcast, Mama Gena, also known as Regina Thomas, joins Aubrey Marcus to discuss the vital importance of embracing erotic aliveness and sovereignty. They delve into the concept that individuals, especially women, must fully embody their erotic divinity, holding the high priestess and queen within themselves. This act of self-empowerment is not just for personal benefit. It serves as a beacon, elevating those around them and contributing to the healing and transformation of society at large. Mama Gena and Aubrey Marcus explore the healing power of pleasure, advocating for the reclamation of the erotic temple. They confront societal shame and stigma that have long been associated with pleasure, urging listeners to break free from these constraints. The reestablishment of spaces where individuals can experience healing and transformation through erotic experiences is seen as a pathway to personal and collective liberation. Throughout the podcast, cultural norms and societal expectations surrounding sex and pleasure are put under the microscope. Mama Gena and Aubrey Marcus encourage a shift away from the pervasive shame and guilt, promoting a narrative that embraces pleasure as a means of healing and connection. They call for a new story around sex and relationships, one that fosters freedom and exploration without judgment or shame. A significant portion of the conversation is dedicated to the empowerment of women. Mama Gena shares her own journey of overcoming shame and embracing pleasure, highlighting the need for women to reclaim their erotic power and connect with their own divinity. The podcast serves as a call to action for women to step into their erotic aliveness and fulfillment, challenging the societal conditioning that has historically suppressed female sexuality. The concept of sacred union is another focal point of the discussion. Mama Gena and Aubrey Marcus talk about the importance of creating conscious and intentional relationships. They advocate for setting clear intentions and boundaries in erotic experiences, whether casual or long-term, emphasizing mutual healing and connection as the cornerstone of all relationships. Mama Gena recounts her personal journey from disenfranchisement to discovering orgasm as a source of empowerment. She stresses the importance of women connecting with their pleasure and aliveness and how shame and self-doubt can distort self-perception. The lack of sacred and empowering language for female genitalia and the societal conditioning that leads to shame are also addressed, underscoring the need for a profound shift in perspective. The podcast touches on how cultural norms and societal expectations can hinder women's ability to make empowered choices in partner selection. Mama Gena discusses the challenges women face in this arena and the significance of tapping into their sense of aliveness and beauty to make informed decisions. She also speaks to the prevalence of negative experiences in relationships and the urgency for women to embrace their erotic sovereignty. Mama Gena shares her experiences of facing opposition in her work, including being thrown out of venues and facing societal judgment. She speaks to the importance of standing firm in one's core values and beliefs, even when facing resistance. The concept of sacred audacity is introduced, highlighting the courage required to challenge societal norms and create spaces for healing and transformation. The redefinition of spirituality is a key topic, with Mama Gena challenging the traditional hierarchy in spiritual practices. She advocates for a holistic understanding of spirituality that includes pleasure and sensuality, moving away from the dichotomy of good versus bad. This inclusive approach to spirituality recognizes the value of diverse paths to spiritual growth. Aubrey Marcus shares his personal journey of self-discovery and empowerment, influenced by the strong women in his life. He echoes the sentiment of standing for one's beliefs and the necessity of facing opposition to foster positive change. The conversation returns to the theme of sacred audacity and the bravery needed to challenge entrenched societal norms. The importance of sisterhood and community in a woman's journey of self-discovery and empowerment is emphasized by Mama Gena. She speaks to the transformative power of women supporting each other in embracing their fears, longings, and desires. The podcast underscores the role of connection and sisterhood in creating a supportive environment for women to reclaim their power and sexuality. As the conversation draws to a close, practical steps for women to embark on their journey of reclamation are discussed. Mama Gena highlights the significance of sisterhood and community, urging women to say yes to their deepest fears, longings, and desires. Her book, Pussy, A Reclamation, is presented as a starting point for women to begin their journey towards empowerment and self-discovery. In summary, the podcast with Mama Gena and Aubrey Marcus provides a compelling narrative on the journey of self-discovery and empowerment for women. It emphasizes the necessity of embracing one's aliveness, beauty, and sexuality while challenging societal norms, redefining spirituality, and harnessing the power of sisterhood to create a space where women can reclaim their power and embrace their deepest desires.